Hi everyone, it's so good to see you today. Hey, we made it into a brand new year. Wow, 2020 really kicked our butts, didn't it? Okay, so let's be ready for 2021, right? Because we was kind of caught off guard by all that stuff. So now that we know what's going on and we know what time it is, let's be ready. Let's be ready for this one. Okay. I'm getting my coffee together. That's what I'm doing over here off camera. You don't see my coffee. Um, so good to see you again. We are going to have a great class today. Today, we are talking about archetypes. How exciting is that? The reason why I am so excited about archetypes is because when you write your story, your characters begin to become multidimensional. Not just one dimensional, but multidimensional. That's what we're striving for. We're striving to create a character that is real, that people can resonate with, that people are like, you know what? That reminds me of me. I think when we're looking at movies or reading books or television series, I think a lot of times we're looking for ourselves. We're looking for some answers, we're looking for that mirror effect, because we really don't get to see ourselves. We're always looking at someone else and pointing out the faults of the other person and the inconsistencies of the other person, and but we don't really look at ourselves. We don't even really understand ourselves. Why do we do what we do? Right? And this is life. This is the mystery of life. Mystery. My story. Right? Mystery. So here we go. So, welcome to today's class. We're going to talk about 12 archetypes. This is Elynn, and this is my masterclass. Okay, so welcome back. Here we are. I got to pull on the drama. So, and I got to take a sip of my coffee too. Here we go. Oh, delish. Okay. So, the 12 archetypes. The first one that I have listed is the innocent. The innocent. What is the innocent? So, the innocent character represents happiness, goodness, romance, optimism, safety, and youth. So I want you to put on your thinking caps. I'm going to put on my thinking cap too. Let me grab my thinking cap. You have a thinking cap? Did you used to do that when you were in kindergarten? We used to do it in kindergarten. Did y'all do that in kindergarten? Put on your thinking cap. Here's my thinking cap. Voila. My mystery thinking cap. My thinking cap that takes me into the next dimension. Into the world of the unknown. The world that we are about to create. Thinking cap. You gotta get a thinking cap. Alright, get a thinking cap. That was fun. All right, back down to business now, okay? All right, so the innocent. And so sometimes that innocent can be, bing, a child. That's the first thing that comes to my mind when I think of the archetype of the innocent. I think childlike, I think even maybe somebody who has a disability, like an intellectual disability or something like that. The innocent, the ones that we have to take care of, wholesome, right? I guess even at some point, you could even say the elderly, right? Seniors. At some point, they change and they become the innocent, right? Yeah, I think so. Tell me what you think about that. I need you guys to talk back to me. So, and the sidebar was the coffee. That's the sidebar for today. We're at the coffee bar, and so gotta have that. And for breakfast today, I am going to have. I think I'm gonna do a fried egg. Maybe some turkey bacon. I know I got the meat in there, but I think I might do it. Yeah, I think I might do it today. So that's the sidebar for today. The next archetype that I have is the everyman archetype. Are you writing these down? Get your pen and paper. I had this stuff written down, so you have to take notes. Write this stuff down, because you're going to have to go back and refer to it and just get it into your head. But there's a lot of stuff in your head, so sometimes you got to take notes. Every man is the regular guy, genuine, or the girl next door. Okay? Likable. The likable character. Just all around likable character. So that's the everyman archetype. Are you thinking of people who you can, as we do this, I want you to kind of picture in your head, in your world, in your life, in your circle of friends, who's the everyman, who's the innocent? Just this is an exercise so you can get to see the characterization of people and how we build a character, how we build characters. I was going to say how we build people. We're not building people, right? They're not real. Well, they do become real when they get on screen. Then you're real because you believe in them. We start to believe in them, right? They become real to us. So if you're writing about characters and people really believe that character is real, you have done an excellent job and you deserve applause. You've done a great job. So we want to make it real as we can. And we also do that. We also make it real with dialogue too. As we write dialogue, we want dialogue to sound authentic. We want dialogue to sound like somebody would really say that. You don't want to make them speak proper all the time because we don't talk like that. So you want to make it real when you're doing your dialogue. Write that down. That's a nugget. It's a nugget right there. The next archetype, number 3, the hero. Our favorite archetype, the hero. What does the hero do? Saves the day. Saves the princess. Finds the treasure. The hero. So now when you think hero, don't limit your thinking to a hero like in a cartoon or a fairy tale. A hero can be a real person. A hero can be the fireman. A hero can be the policeman who finds the cat down in the well. So, a hero doesn't have to be like this mystical type of character. that's, has a sword on his back. So I want you to think. I want you to think, who is a hero in my life? Who's the hero that always saves the day? Now, for me, I can kind of look back and I can say, I can look at my parents. My parents were kind of like heroes in a sense, because when I was in some type of bind, I could always count on my parents. Now, my parents are no longer living. So maybe that's why, too, I kind of look at them as heroes, because they're not here anymore. So I kind of put them up higher, on a higher kind of pedestal, right? Because they're not here. And you get into that sentimental phase as well. But they were always there for me. So I can kind of look at them as heroes. And so I want you to kind of, think about it. Hero. Who's the hero in your life? Or in your circle, rather, right? So 4, outlaw. The outlaw. We love the outlaws, don't we? They always doing something they ain't supposed to be. So who's some of the outlaws? So they break free of your dominant culture. I have some examples here. I'm going to tell you what they have here. So they have Robin Hood, outlaw. They had Malcolm X. What do you think about that? That's what they said. Malcolm X, outlaw. I know he said a lot of things that people, didn't agree with, especially when he said by any means necessary. That really got people riled up. They're like, what? By any means, what? That really scared a lot of people. Nat Turner, that's a good one. Nat Turner, outlaw, trying to free the slaves. Outlaw. So, any outlaws? Any people that really are good underneath, but break the law to do it? Outlaws. The explorer. That's number 5, explorer. And the explorer is on a journey. Freedom, adventure, and independence. The explorer, right? They want to get out there, and my ex-husband, explorer, wanted to get out there and just, okay, no, maybe not. Okay, explorer. Those are the characters that want to get out and find new land, if that's what you're writing about, or just travel. I want to see everything. That's how I felt right before COVID-19. I wanted to see everything. And I was actually traveling more right before COVID hit. And then, hey, March 2020, lockdown, and nobody was going anywhere. So that really kind of stifled the inner explorer in me. I'd like to think of myself as an explorer. Are you an explorer? I think we should be explorers as writers. We need to travel to different places and see and experience the culture of different people in order to educate ourselves as writers. You can't just be in a box and okay, I'll say it. But if you think I'm wrong, let me know. And be a good writer. Okay, I said that. I don't think you can just be in a box and be a good writer. You have to have some kind of experience. You have to have something to contrast the thing with, right? So, yeah, explorer. Being an explorer is a great way to learn, to teach yourself. Because you begin to understand, and you have more to write about. As you're understanding other cultures and other people and other ways that things are done. If you stay in a vacuum, you are not participating in life. You're just one little part. And we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that. So that was 5. Number 6 is the creator. Creator. Okay, I want to put myself in this category too. Because I would love... No, well, I am. I'm a creator. We're creatives. We're writers. We're artists. We're photographers. We're whatever we are, right? Musicians. Whatever it is that we do. Whatever reason that you signed up for the incredible writing circle. Whatever reason that you are watching this YouTube of all of these masterclasses. Whatever it is that you do, you're creative. So, you know, you fit into that creator category. I think all of us by nature are creators. You know, I think, and this is what it says, artists and writers and entrepreneurs, just what I said. We're by nature, we are creators. You know, we're creating something along the way. And, you know, you might not think you're a creator, but I bet you are. You know, I bet somewhere along the line you've created something. Children, family. So you got married and didn't have any kids, you know, so you created a family though, you know, or there's something that you've created, something that you have done. And because I think it's innate, it's in us. We're creatives. Now, whether or not you make a living at creating is totally different. And as we relate this to writing and your storytelling, you might have a creator in your story, or you might be talking about God, your greatest creator. Let me take a sip of my coffee. Still very delicious. So that's another archetype, is your creator. Your people that you're creatives, people who are always creating something. You ever watch those movies where you might have the geek who's the scientist, he grows up to be the mad scientist. He's always creating something, the creator, right? So that's kind of like the lines of what I'm thinking about as it relates to storytelling. You know, that person who likes to create in the story. I'm thinking in my head, Urkel. Remember, Urkel started to create, and he created an alter ego. What was his name? Stefan, I think. And you know, so like, you know, you got your creators. You got your creators in your stories. So moving right along. 7. Put my numbers down here while I'm talking to you guys. Hope you guys are writing your notes down. Number 7, ruler. Your ruler prevents chaos by taking control. The ruler needs security and order. So the person that's in the story or in your circle is the person that is always trying to take control of the situation, or be in control of the situation, or likes control. You know, this is the one that said, I can't function like this. I need some order, right? You know, I have a brother like that. He likes order. Even in the conversation, you can't be all over the place. He can't follow it. So, you know, the ruler is the one who wants to take control. It doesn't have to be somebody, you know, like a dictator, like we had in office in America for the past 4 years. We ain't gonna talk about that. So, but the ruler, like I said, is one who likes order. It's the one who's going to stand up and take control of this situation. Like if we have a zombie, you know, a zombie breakout, they, you know, okay, this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to handle it. You know, they're going to take control of the situation. So that's the ruler. Number 8, I think you really got that one pretty good, didn't you? Number 8, the magician. Okay. The magician is the carrier of secret knowledge. And they have abilities. They have abilities and dreams. The magician is one who thinks outside of the box. Your magician is the one who really believes in something. Who really believes that either they can do the thing, or you can do the thing, or that God can do the thing. Those are your magicians. Those are your believers. I believe an alternate synonym for that could be believers. They're the ones that know something. They have a belief. They know this can be done. I've got a secret. Kind of like Luke Skywalker in the Force. Finally he had a secret he learned from Obi-Wan Kenobi and Yoda, that there's something out there. It's called the Force. And then when you learn all about it, now you got magic. You can do stuff. You can make stuff happen if you use the Force. Right? Those are your magicians. You're gonna love this number 8. The lover. The lover. So the lover has emotions and feelings and feels so deeply, and kind of wears their heart on their sleeve, and feels the love in the room, and I guess easily falls in love in the story, or is always falling in love in the story. So I don't think I need to go too much into that. I think in your circle, who the person is who's always in love or always looking for love, right? So the lover, the lover. That was your number 9. Number 10, the caregiver. I fall in the category in my real life as the caregiver, and it's fulfilled by taking care of others. It's just exactly what it says. If your character is one who is the one who takes care of the mother, the elderly mother, or comes in and takes care of the children, the parent dies, and here comes the elderly sibling from Never Land and comes back and has to take care of all the kids. So we know these characters, the caregiver. We know these characters over time. We've seen them in many movies. We've read about them in books. People, who come in and they come in to start taking care of people who need taken care of. So sometimes I think the caregiver, and I'm relating this to real life, it can be something that is that a role that you happen to fall into, a role that you might not necessarily choose, but is given to you. And if you look back on different movies and stuff, I can't actually name a movie. Name a movie for me about people who had to take over the caregiver roles. Things that I'm thinking about specifically right now are movies like where the mother got sick, and then the oldest daughter had to come home to take care of the mother because she got sick or she was dying, and they got to come home and they got to take care of the house. Queen Sugar is one. It just popped in my head. My brother loves that show, Queen Sugar, and that's about the family that now have to take care of their farmland after the matriarch dies, so they have to come in and take care of all of that. So think of something like that, that you've seen. I've seen dozens of movies like that, where somebody had to come in and be the caregiver. The caregiver is a strong role. It's a very strong role, and it's multidimensional because your caregiver is always going to have dreams outside of being a caregiver. So it's actually a dynamic role to have. It really is. Number 11, jester. The jester appreciates beauty, change, surprise, and wicked intellect. Your jester. When I think of jester, I'm thinking of the comedian, the one who likes to have fun, the one who jokes around all the time, the one who likes to take a serious subject and make it really light and fluffy so that we can deal with it. You know, even death and dying and a horrible, you know, situation. They always want to turn it around and laugh about it. You know, that's your jester, right? That's your comedian in the group. So we all have a comedian in the family, don't we? Or we all have a comedian in our circle. In our circle, we have our comedian. So I like to think that I'm a comedian in a way. I do have some comedic points. I do. I can tell a joke and I can be funny. I think, you know. Did you think my hat was funny? You know, my mind, the hat, you know, when I put the hat on in the beginning. Okay. I digress. Sage, number 12. What is sage? What is the archetype sage? Can you tell me? Guess. Can you guess what it is before I tell you what it is? Wisdom, knowledge, and power. So if you have a character that you consider the sage archetype, that's the one who's the wise one. Let's go back and talk about Yoda, the wise one, right? You got the wise one. What about in the Matrix? You know, we had the woman that they went to, and you know, they had to go to her, and she told the future and all of that. I can't think of the name of her. And all, you know, she told what was going to happen, and you know, they went to her. So there usually is someone that you go to, a wise one. You know, do you have a wise person in your circle? Do you have a wise person in your life, or did you, and not there anymore? You know, in the beginning of this video, I say, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. And that is true. The teacher will appear when you're ready. The teacher comes. And that is my spiritual take for today. I really enjoy going over the 12 archetypes. There are other archetypes. You got your villains. You got just many other archetypes that we can go over. And I will go over some. But these are your 12 core, I like to think, your 12 core archetypes. So what I'll do is I'll gather up the villains too, and we'll go over those, because those are broken down in very nice categories that I think you would enjoy going over those. So I want you to do some more research on your own on these archetypes. Just don't stop at what I have given you, and go over them and see where you fit in the category. Think about your characters that are in your story and how they fit in those different archetypes. And like I said, this list, it goes on. There's more lists of archetypes, but for this video, we're only talking about these 12. So I will see you next time on Elynn'S Masterclass. And we'll be talking about some more writing. We'll be going over some more of the celebrity writers who did a masterclass on the Masterclass writing app. And we got a lot more to talk about, and we got a lot more writing to do. And so if you wrote these notes down, you did some writing today. And so I will see you next time. Have a wonderful day.